Billhart, Vignoles, Boschua, all available off the bench, no Schenfeld.
I think we were a little bit surprised when we saw the lineups, but understanding that both teams are early on in their season and also in the midst of games at the weekend, having just played at the weekend. So it is a little bit of a convoluted and congested schedule for both managers. They're trying to navigate that to give their team the best chance to move on.
So Loudoun comes into the tournament for the first time. Drew Skundrich, middle of your screen will be middle of the pitch for Loudoun. Conversely, for the League One teams, this is their first chance to be the hunter, not the hunted.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it. I think if this match was played at Sega Field and Loudoun was hosting, you would tip the scales to them. But the fact that this game is at City Stadium, you really have to think the League One side may have the upper hand. Not much that separates these two teams going into the kickoff. This should be a really good matchup. They say Virginia's for lovers. We'll see if these two teams are friends or foe by the end of the night. Ooh, is what ends up actually hurting him a little bit more, but nevertheless, an early yellow card. So it'll be interesting to see now how a referee decides to continue to dictate this matchup. David Elliott's given a booking early on.
Header down into the area, cut across. Espinal, that's saved. Shello had some support from a trailing defender. May have been Fitch who knocked that off the line.
That was a fantastic recovery.
There's still more here. They're seeking Bidwa. Espinal went in for it. Skundrich pressuring. Coughed up by Sierakowski. Awua. Francois. That was a very unsettled position for Loudoun last season. Thus far, Farreau has shown up to the task at the beginning of the campaign. Tingy. Skundrich. Bouncing free, shot ripped wide by Williamson. Halftime in Richmond. Jamie, it's scoreless. It is not uneventful, though, for Loudoun on the right side of your screen. On to the second half in Richmond, in pursuit of a winner and a ticket to the round of 32. Scooped by Shello and launched to Simon Fitch. Richmond United Academy, trained with the Kickers growing up, on to George Washington eventually, to Virginia Commonwealth University. Skundrich, who's ably stepped in with the departure of Hughes. Flies centrally, Moran. Played into the middle, Abukara. He could let fly, instead he dribbles wide. All siphoned off by Cole.
Your attention, please. Substitutions for Richmond. Coming in for number 37, Nicholas Simmons.
Simmons on the yellow card, relieved at halftime. Opportunity now, angle tightening. Shello denies Francois. Oh, what a ball ahead. Boschua playing it through, it's a beauty. Sierakowski knocked down by Jackaman. That banana ball in behind the line was jaw-droppingly good. And a foul behind the play. What a vital save by the goalkeeper on a brilliant ball ahead.
This Trivella from Boschua outside of the right, so it spins right into the pass. Sierakowski That's that second touch that starts to take him away, and then his shot, or his touch before he has the shot, the preparation one, is not the best either. It's a little bit of, is he trying to dink it up and over? Is he trying to put some power on it? Either way, Jacquemin does ever so well to cut the angle down.
This is a laser beam out of play. Whatever the first half lacked in panache has been picked up and quadrupled in the 9 minutes following the interval. The area that turned away, picked up by Vignoles, maintained by the Kickers. It's also no mistake that Richmond brought 3 starters in. Saw an immediate bounce.
That is a ridiculous switch of field.
Vignoles. Vignoles leaves it off, miss hit, Bill Hard wide. Who's got the go-ahead there in the 63rd. Hartford has 2 expected goals in that game, and yet still being shut out. That's sort of been the story for Hartford this year, chances galore. They have managed a far greater start than a year ago. There's a ton of games ongoing. Memphis has taken the lead on Miami United. Birmingham's gone down to the League One side, Chattanooga Red Wolves. Indy is up on fire too. And Union Omaha and El Paso is a game everyone's got an eye on. This is through. This is Francois. Saved. Still out. Cello got enough, and Richmond clear their lines. 2 players down for Loudoun behind. Richmond going the other direction. Stridently goes Bashua. Bashua, head on a swivel, leans back, shot blocked. Sierakowski. Good interchange to open Finch. Inside Bill Hart. Bill Hart fires. Ball knocked down and away by Jacquemin. Turner followed. Below. Awua. Awua curling early. Off the head of McCabe. From the Shell LO. All the way downfield, Bill Hart. Bill Hart ran it down. Bill Hart stopped by Jacquemin. The run of Bashua was enticing, but ultimately unrepentant. 3.5 minutes remaining. Awua seeks in behind. Sliding effort from Dakota Barnathan. The next goal has the makings of a winner tonight. Big switch from Velo. Ball deflects, picked up by the Kickers, away by Turner. It is full time. It will be extra time. I've waited long enough. Here come the extra 30.
To just run as much as he does. That is the 5th sub in the 3rd window of substitutions for Loudoun, but they do get 1 extra sub.
Option wide, instead blasted by Abukora. Second time that a quick trigger finger has gotten Richmond out of trouble. Now Miami's in a lot of trouble. Their keeper sent off in the 51st minute, and Connor Doyle with a massive deflection in front of goal. South Georgia Tormenta on level terms against the championship side, Miami FC.
That momentum shift up a player as well. Ooh. A cup set in the making.
Bill Hart. Take it into the next 15, big fella. Halftime of extra time. Scoreless. Here we go. All the marbles or none of the marbles, and we'd have to go to pens. Got a nice fade going on the side. It's nice, man.
My barber, Hannah, does a wonderful job. That probably won't lead to me getting a free haircut, but it's nonetheless.
I feel like this is the wrong audience.
Just gotta enjoy the haircuts while you can, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Look at us, here we're talking about haircuts. Who'd have thought, huh?
Not me. Push in from the side, picked up by the Kickers. They're on the run.
Gotta play Bill Hart.
There he is, Bill Hart. Sierakowski running centrally. Bill Hart through! Bill Hart! Kicked away! Follow up! With a deflection, gets down loud and clear! Oh, it had all the makings of a winner! Fitch. Overcooked. Beyond Bashua. Ahead. Jones. That's likely to take us the distance. It did. Over the finish line we go. Penalties will ultimately decide. He shoulders the burden of being the first penalty taker. Against Shello. Ryan scores underneath Shello. And Loudoun will dictate the terms in the first round of penalties.
It's the way he likes to go. He's had success going that way. 4 out of 5 converted from the spot. This one just decides that Cello, if you can catch up to it, go for it. Good luck. Puts his foot through it. Cello even guessed right. Just enough pace on it from Ryan to put it beyond the goalkeeper.
The nerves are real. Can you stop just one? The question of every goalkeeper. Neil Vignoles.
5 for his last 5. 3 have gone to the goalkeeper's left. 2 have gone to his right. So he really can do it going both directions.
The native of Barcelona, first team all-league, 4th year for the Kickers. And a sub into this game. Vignoles delivers. Perfection continues. The crowd roars 1-1.
Good approach. Never exposes which way he was going to let his hips go. Ultimately, last second, leaves him opened. Good finish.
The social club celebrates Vignoles. Tingy steps to the spot.
3 for his last 3. 2 to the goalkeeper's left.
Against Shello with the wind tugging at his jersey. To keep Loudoun in the catbird seat. What a pen that was. A magnificent take for Keegan Tingy.
A lot of pace. Sometimes you opt to lose a little bit of pace when you open your hips. Not this time. That is confidence personified. Not the best of dives from Shello, it must be said, but too much pace anyways.
Richmond must respond again. This is Bill Hart.
Got 1 penalty kick on record. That went into the back of the net, low to the keeper's left.
Former League One Comeback Player of the Year from an ACL tear, a title winner, Bill Hart. 2-2.
Confident from Bill Hart. Does ever so well. Knows what he wants to do, doesn't change his mind, steps up and delivers.
Loudoun will step into the third round of penalties and send Giannis Learman. Jay Vidovich said one of the best center backs he's ever coached. Aligns with Shello. Shello got a piece, but it skips over and in. And Loudoun still in control.
My goodness. Cello will be very disappointed with himself to not be able to keep this out. That was on the ground. That was very savable.
Dakota Barnathan.
2 for his last 2, both of them to the keeper's right.
The captain armband squeezes his bicep. Is this the inflection point? Barnathan scores! Still level.
Stay true to where he likes to go. Previous 2 had been low. This one goes high. Perfect height because Jackman had a great leap at it, but that's just too high, too well placed. Excellent penalty.
Abukora. Sometimes the grass is not, in fact, greener. Last year, trials in Italy, trying to find his place in the world. He arrived back at Loudoun a changed player. Abukora for Loudoun, puts it in. A touch of class from Bucci, 4-3 Loudoun.
That stutter did everything that he hoped it would do. It sold Shello. He bit, he leaned. And because of that, the heads up, saw the weight shift to the right. Abukora then went the other way. Confident penalty.
Not a foot wrong, not yet. James Vaughn, 29-year-old Englishman. Time in Detroit. Vaughn. Oh, what a perfect penalty over outstretched Dane Jackman. Welcome to sudden death.
Inch perfect penalty. Jackman got a great leap at this as well. Fully stretched out on the 6'3" goalkeeper. Still can't catch up to that. Wonderfully struck.
Now you arrive at those who don't take penalties all that often. It's Drew Skundrich.
1 for 1. Went to the goalkeeper's low left.
Skundrich puts it in. Loudoun are on the cusp.
With the pressure mounting, understanding that you're in the advantageous position, Skundrich just says, let's go for power. Try to catch up to this if you can. Perfect, 5 for 5 from Loudoun. Now all they need is their goalkeeper, Jackman, to step up and deliver the goods.
Arthur Boshua.
2 for his last 2, both of them low to the goalkeeper's right.
Last 2 years at Tormenta. South African native has a chance to keep it alive. Boshua saved! Saved by Jackman! Loudoun onto the round of 32!
The final score of tonight's
They go the distance.